Clark, when you have two teams that are this athletic, what type of game you think you're going to see?
Well, you know what? Sometimes it can lead to guys trying to do too much, but when it's at its best with this kind of athleticism on display, I think you're going to see a high-octane, fun game.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bledsoe, then it's Brook Lopez, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. And for the Magic, we've got Ennis, Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz, and it's Vucevic, and it's Law in at the power forward. Now here's Fultz. Outside Fournier. Clock at 6. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Up top, Fournier, covered by Giannis. Fournier's shot is off.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Ennis with the ball. Back to Fournier. Pass to Ennis. Shoots the 3, and Middleton with the block.
Boy, the defensive hustle there by Middleton. Stretching out and getting his hand on that shot. Excellent effort.
Now here's Bledsoe. Kicks it to Giannis.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar-level game.
The Bucks shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
You know, since entering the league at age 18, Antetokounmpo has really grown. The Greek Freak, now one of the league's premier talents, no doubt.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Magic have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Vucevic, and it's sent back by Lopez.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
And you know, Greg, this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Here's a look at some stats for Antetokounmpo. Coming off a terrific season. Averaged about 27 points a game last season. 12 rebounds and 6 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Count the basket.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Law. And Vucevic kicks to Fultz. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And the dunk by Giannis.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And Clark, with Giannis, you could see the change in his demeanor last year. You know, he knew he was unguardable when he was on the floor.
Well, guys, you know you're special when you can say nobody can stop me, and the general consensus is you're right. I mean, I can't think of any player in the NBA that's really suited to guard Giannis with his blend of speed and strength and ball skills. That guy handles the ball exceptionally well for a big man.
About game time, the boys talked about courtesy of the 2K leaderboard. Here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Third is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Fultz with the ball. Guarded by Bledsoe. Orlando gets... And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
The perfect fast break.
Looking to end the run. Fultz, no good.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jumper.
Pass to Lopez. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Vucevic. Lopez, no luck.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Law. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question. I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April. Two.
That free throw, no good. And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming.
No good on the second free throw.
And you look out there at the Magic, one of the taller teams in our league.
And, you know, that's a philosophical bent for the front office. They want long, athletic players. Draft guys with great length and then develop their strength and skill level. And I actually kind of like that approach. Have a philosophy, stick to it, and be true to it.
Now Ennis, after the missed 3 from Lopez. Ennis passes to Vucevic. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
The Magic trail by 11. Fournier dishes to Ennis. Over in the corner, Fultz. Back to Vucevic to stop the drought. And it's sent back by Lopez. And he recovers it.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Here's DiVincenzo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Back to Bledsoe. Over Fultz. The offensive rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No easy options for the defense when Lopez gets in deep.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters.
Take a break.
Actually, have gotten a lot of blocks as well,
shots.
solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
That's good from Brook Lopez.
Well, the evolution of Brook Lopez continues as he is now a premier stretch 5. His three-point shot continues to get better and now a huge part of his arsenal.
Brook Lopez hits them both. And Lopez bold enough to give himself a nickname.
Yeah, what was it? Splash Mountain or something like that? I guess he's earned it with the work he's put in on his outside shooting. More and more centers these days shooting the 3-ball.
Now here's Fultz. And here's Ennis. No points in the game yet for him. Yes, that goes in.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The Magic getting the bucket. Bucket is good. Antetokounmpo's got 9.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Fultz looking around. And Vucevic kicks to Fultz. But they get it back. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, establishes position with a strong base. You got to box out Vucevic better than that.
Now Lopez. The 3. Fournier pulls it down. Here's Law. Pass to Fournier. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 15-4 run. Middleton outside. Here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded by Fournier. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now here's Fultz. Last time 14 points for him. Fournier with the ball. The 15-footer. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Inside, it's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions.
Yo, watch it, watch it.
Ross against Matthews. There's the pass to Birch. 5 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Vucevic. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Hill passes to Antetokounmpo. The shot from the low post is good. Giannis has got 13.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Hill against Augustine. Basket counts.
And Augustine really sizes up these floaters perfectly, Kevin. Makes it hard for the defense to get a hand up on time.
Now here's Giannis. 13 points in the game. Good on the bucket.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Vucevic against Giannis. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Who got Giannis?
Mark, a lot of young players in this NBA becoming top 10 players as they mature. Who are some of the guys you spot that are really going to make a mark?
Well, they've already made a mark, and you anticipate it'll continue to be that way. Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell. I like Jaylen Brown in Boston.
Oh, yeah.
As well as Jason Tatum there. And clearly Zion Williamson has a chance to be really special.
And he knocks down the first one. The Magic making a switch here. A one-deuce checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Orlando. It's a 16-point game.
Stay on here.
Passes it to Ross. Here's Birch. Augustine looking around. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Here's Birch, following the basket by Giannis. The drive by Vucevic. The shot falls for only his second bucket, 2 for 9.
Very aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. 9 attempts already, but only able to knock down 2.
Giannis outside. Pass to Connaughton. Launches a 3, drains it from beyond the arc. And the Bucks lead by 19.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Ross. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And they double up Giannis. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Augustine. He's coming off a 16-point game against Chicago. Pass to Vucevic. Over Hill, and Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Augustine. Vucevic has got 6.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
Matthews, no one around him, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Vucevic. Back to Ross.
I got your help.
The pass to Vucevic. The fadeaway. No good that time. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll return shortly. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 5 player. With his skill set and physical tools, he can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. Guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here early.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Marvin Williams is out there with Matthews. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's George Hill. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you. And it's the Magic with the ball. Augustine finds Ross. And here's Vucevic over Lopez. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 8 points.
And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one.
No good from Connaughton. The Magic trail by 21. Here's a Wundu. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Connaughton passes to Lopez. Back to Connaughton. And that one is off. The Magic go the other way with it. Following this one, they get...
Putting on a show. Ross can elevate with the best of them.
Come to me.
Lopez outside.
Stay on him. I got you.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
A Wundu kicks to Augustine. Here's a Wundu. 4 on the clock. From deep three-point range, Orlando gets it back.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Here is Matthews after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. And Matthews kicks to Williams. And the Bucks miss again. And the Magic with possession. They've scored 10 straight. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Passes to Vucevic. Vucevic gets double-teamed. Orlando moving the ball around. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Pass to Connaughton. And it's Lopez at the elbow.
Watch the pick.
The fader. Birch grabs the board. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Magic. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Pass to Birch. Now here is Augustine. Williams with the block.
Shot clock
and they'll
violation.
keep possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And some changes here for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Williams. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Hill. Bucks leading by 13. Here's Connaughton. Lopez. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
And the fun-loving personality Lopez has makes him a likable teammate. It's clear that they love playing with him.
Ennis, he's checked in for Orlando. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Middleton's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. And it's Orlando's ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace.
Screen coming.
The pass to Birch. Lopez with the block. One-on-one here. Here's DiVincenzo. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Fournier goes in. Lopez with the block. And they're able to recover. The shot by Birch, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And Orlando has possession. Following the bucket by the Bucks. Now here's Fultz, guarded by Bledsoe, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
Bucks leading by 19.
Come get it.
DiVincenzo passes to Bledsoe. Shot from 12, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Magic have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Two.
And the first one at the line is good. And Ennis drops them both. Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about a market size, nightlife for some guys is important, business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles, season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have a family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We had been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
Here's Fultz after Eric Bledsoe's score. And he uses the glass on the layup. Fultz has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, I like watching Fultz use his ball handling skills. Excellent purpose with the dribble. Knows how to shake free to get his shot.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Markelle Fultz.
You know, while Eric Bledsoe isn't a 20-point-per-game scorer like he was in Phoenix, you could argue that he's a more effective player since coming to Milwaukee. His efficiency is at a career-high level.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And for Bledsoe and the Bucks, he's been a great fit, Clark, as a third option on the team.
Yeah, I agree, guys, because it really comes down to recognizing the right spot and right role for you with your team. And Bledsoe himself recognizes that. He says he's the happiest he's ever been since coming to Milwaukee.
Both shots good from the stripe.
You know, an athletic and strong player at his position is Bledsoe, and he's a confident guy who I think makes an impact at both ends of the floor.
Now, here's Fournier. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. He kicks it to Law. Now, here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. Passes it to Fournier. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Count that one.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
And here's Fultz. It's Fournier on the wing. Basket good. Fournier's got his first points of the night.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Now Lopez. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Fultz. The Magic trail by 21. From 12 feet out. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Giannis throws it down.
Man, he's got it going now. And when he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
Fultz kicks to Fournier. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Fournier's got 4 this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Giannis, that's a 2-pointer. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 4 assists in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Ennis misses.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
When Antetokounmpo is driving, he's locked in on finishing no matter what the defense hits him with.
Orlando's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Fournier with the ball. Got a piece of it. Here's the break. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right, Greg. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Clark, he's checked in for the Magic. Here's Fultz. There's 1:47 left now here in the second. Shot clock at 6. Outside Fournier. Misses the 3.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Giannis outside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
Here's Ennis following the bucket by the Bucks. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. For Orlando, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. And the first one drops. Orlando making some changes. Vucevic, he's checked in for Clark. Ross comes in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. The Bucks also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Lopez. Matthews comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And Ennis drops them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Now, here is Hill. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
26 seconds left in the first half of the game. Ennis kicks to Ross. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ross has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Now here's Giannis. This one for 3. No good on the shot. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Bucks ahead, delivering the blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 30 points, 3 assists, and 11 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
We're seeing the Giannis effect. First player to ever finish in the top 20 in all 5 major statistical categories. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? It doesn't speak for his overall impact, but I just want to tell you that's impressive.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
They were not running an efficient offense. The shot selection has to improve. It's as simple as that. Too many guys are working as individuals, not as a team. They need to work as a unit, Ernie. Move the ball.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Magic, Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier. Then it's Ennis, and it's Vucevic, and it's Law in at the 4 slot. Here's Fultz following the 3 by Milwaukee. Pass to Vucevic. 3-pointer. Sinks the triple. Vucevic has got 13.
You know, guys, we've seen Vucevic add this to his game. Now you have to take him seriously from distance.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Sunday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Nikola Vucevic. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 21 points per game, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists. And you can't help but be impressed by his numbers.
You know, guys, I think he's the engine of this offense. He makes them go. Without his scoring, I think they'd be a totally different team.
No good on that one. Clark, you and I are sitting here watching this game, broadcasting the game. There are a lot of times that the fans can't see how emotionally charged up you are over some of the things you see on the floor, good and bad.
Hey, I love great basketball, excellent passing, tremendous hustle, creativity on your moves. One of the things that really excites me, though, is to see the ball pop and end up in a three-point shooter's hands, and he's able to knock one down because the crowd is able to follow that ball, and the anticipation just kind of rises as it gets to the designated shooter. I love guys going after rebounds on the offensive glass.
That's a great example about the three-point shot, though, Clark. I love that. That's terrific.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Now, here's Fultz, guarded by Bledsoe. Here's Law, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Giannis dishes to Lopez. Fires the 3, but they'll get another chance. And that time, also a missed shot.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Pass to Ennis. Fires from deep. Unable to get that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Bledsoe right side. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 10 points for Eric Bledsoe.
Boy, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. To the middle, here's Fournier, and he banks in the layup. Fournier's got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Fultz. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Bucks leading by 23. Here's Middleton, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Man, I like the fact that Middleton, because of his strength, is able to fight through contact and get shots to fall even when he's been hit.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
There you go.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Fournier passes to Fultz. No good there. Great D that time from Middleton.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Now here's Fultz. Now the pass to Ennis. Back to Fultz. 4 on the shot clock. Over Bledsoe. The rebound by the Bucks.
He's a funny guy.
Nothing
He's somewhere
seems
right
to
now
be going his way
somebody
this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
A moment here now for an injury report.
Hey guys, the Magic's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He told me it's a sprained elbow. Now they put some ice on it, and they're hoping that he doesn't have any inflammation. And if he misses a lot of games, it will obviously be a big blow to their chances of winning it all this year.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
To the paint, and Giannis throws it down.
You know, Bledsoe has developed his passing skills to the point where you've got to respect that part of his game. He's doing a nice job finding his open guys.
Now here's Fultz. 6 points for him. Passes it to Ennis. The teardrop falls in. Ennis has got 10 points in the game.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
So for the Magic, Johnson, he's checked in for Ennis. Terrence Ross comes in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. The Bucks also changing it up. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And George Hills subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Here's a one-do from 13. That's in. Augustine with the assist. A one-do's got his second basket. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And good that time.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
One-do passes to Augustine. Down low, Johnson. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Vucevic. Back to Johnson. Ross kicks to Augustine. 6 on the shot clock. They shoot again. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. Milwaukee's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. On the wing hill, the 3. Augustine grabs the board. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's a 1-2. Tips it up. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Johnson. Augustine finds Ross. Johnson outside. From deep. The rebound by the Bucks. To the inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, I tell you, it raises his value so much when Antetokounmpo keeps his teammates engaged. I mean, it gives opponents a lot more to worry about than just him.
Now, here's Vucevic. 13 points in the game. Over Lopez. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, we've seen Vucevic expand his offensive repertoire, guys, adding to his old-school post game. He's now demonstrating perimeter shooting and playmaking ability, and that's opening some eyes.
They could use a bucket. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Giannis.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 13. Vucevic with the block.
Get that weak stuff out of here. You can't come weak like that against Vucevic. He's going to send it back at you.
And yes, it's good. Vucevic has got 5 points now this quarter. And Clark, as Vucevic has stepped out from that mid-range to beyond the arc, it's paying dividends.
Yeah, not only is he shooting the three-point shot when he steps out there, but it spaces the floor and opens up things for his teammates, and he's proven himself to be a pretty good passer. The face-up game proving just as effective as his post-up game, which makes him...
Oh, that was terrific!
Man, my goodness! And whenever Ross is in attack mode, it's always a good sign.
Pass to Hill. Bucks passing it around. Here's Giannis. Vucevic with the block. Augustine against Bledsoe. And here's Augustine. Here's a 1-2. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Guys, the scoring efficiency for DJ Augustine peaking in the last couple of seasons. As he enters his 30s, he's showing he can be an impactful offensive player.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And along with the shooting, Clark, Augustine a pretty good passer as well.
Yeah, not a big rate of assist or a huge rate of assist, but what I like, he takes care of the basketball. He doesn't turn it over a lot, and he's got a really tight handle. And when you shoot as well as he does, no need to put the ball in jeopardy. Hold on to it and make sure you get a good look.
So he gets them both. Milwaukee's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And it's Hill penetrating, uses the glass to finish the layup. Hill's got 7.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Pass to Ross. Back to Augustine. And the layup's good off the glass. Augustine's got his second bucket of the night.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Hill passes to Lopez. 1:15 left here in the third quarter. Outside Hill. Offensive rebound. Goes up again. And the nice bucket inside from Lopez.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
They get it back. Vucevic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Quite honestly, Vucevic is highly skilled at getting defenders to be physical with him. I mean, he's welcoming of contact, especially when he's going up for his shot.
The Magic have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Vucevic.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic, an offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
The Magic making a switch here. Fournier is checked in. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
How about this clear example of perseverance? I mean, he's in his 8th season before he makes an All-Star game in 2019. Nikola Vucevic just stayed with it, continued to get better.
Matthews dishes to Lopez. And no good that time. The Magic go the other way with it. Ross passes to Fournier. That one drops for him. Fournier's got 8 points.
You know, even when you think you've got Fournier bodied up, he still finds a way to slither to a score.
Now Hill. He's got 7. Lets it go. Nails the wide open jump shot. 9 points in the game so far. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter, they've got Mason. Brown out there with Marvin Williams. Then it's Matthews, and it's Lopez in at the center. Buries it from 3-point range.
And the quick release of Fournier. Man, he's so good at getting his shot off as soon as the pass reaches his hands.
And there's the pass to Lopez. Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the finals. Do you like that?
Yes and no. I think you have 2 separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or a finals MVP, which we have, and then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. So I think there should be a clear separation between the two, quite honestly. So, no, I don't like it.
At least you're honest, Clark. Passes it to Matthews. Shot clock at 5. Here's Williams. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
I tell you what, the energy Williams showed there paid off on the offensive glass.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Augustine against Mason. Augustine with it. From the line. But they recover it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Here's Law. And the shot goes in.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. So both teams changing it up here. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the rookie of the year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. So a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Brown. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Matthews. And Mason drops them both. The Magic have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Pass to Augustine, inside. Here's Vucevic, and good! Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got assist number 5 here tonight. Mason kicks to Lopez. Pass to Middleton. And he converts the layup.
And the quickness of Middleton on the drive is really remarkable. I mean, he gets to the bucket so fast.
The pass to Ennis from outside the arc. Here's Vucevic. Pass to Augustine. Vucevic trying to get open. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Williams. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo. Clark, we hear a lot about the young basketball players in this country, the good ones playing in the AAU system. Is that the best way to develop talent for the NBA?
It's one of the better ways because the competition level is quite good across regions and throughout the country with these AAU teams. I think there's some great AAU programs and some tremendous benefits to participating in AAU basketball. Some things are better than others with it, but overall, I think it's pretty solid.
Mason inside the line, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Mason's got 4 this quarter. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Milwaukee?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for Augustine. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for the Bucks. Fournier against Korver. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Brook Lopez.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Fournier. We've seen some ugly incidents last few years, Clark, between players and heckling fans. Can anything be done to fix it?
I think security in the arenas is important. Fans oftentimes that go across the line in interacting with players are usually fueled by alcohol. I don't know how you could control that element of it. The incidents are few and far between. We have seen a few more, but I still don't think it's an epidemic. But I think security, and then each team and each franchise should really be educational with its fans about what's acceptable behavior and what won't be tolerated.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Pass to Ross. Down low. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Now here's Fultz. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Vucevic.
And Lopez with his size is so good at just taking away space at the defensive end.
And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The last couple of years, Clark, we've seen a couple of Hall of Fame level players go on these farewell tours on their final year in the NBA. What a great way for fans of opposing teams to honor these terrific stars.
You know, I was a little bit mixed on how I felt about the farewell tours, but these two were handled so beautifully, and there have been others that have been handled great. It gives the fans an opportunity to express their feelings for some of the greats in the game, and that's heartwarming for all of us, I think.
Yeah, you and I were just talking about the way Kobe and Wade were terrific in their tours. The first one falls.
Out of France, the sharpshooting Fournier, an important player to this team because of his scoring ability.
Clark, he's checked in for James Ennis. And so Fournier nails both of them. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. To the paint. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Orlando's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Orlando moving the ball around. Ross dishes to Vucevic. Outside Fournier. That one misses. The Bucks have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Vucevic.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint. Two.
Free throw good. Giannis. Clark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available, and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas. Goaltending would be one where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
Fultz the pass to Ross. Here's Clark. Over Giannis. And it's off the back rim. No good. Milwaukee in total control. To the middle. And good. There's another.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Inside, looking to get back on track here, and Vucevic with the layup. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz there, Kevin. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate. Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
And the pass to Awandu. Ross on the wing. Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although
right.
a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
Here's Awandu, defended by Middleton. And here's Fultz. Ross with a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Milwaukee getting another chance here. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Stolen. Here's Awandu, poked loose. Passes it to Vucevic, and it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Johnson, he's checked in for Orlando. Frazier comes in for Terrence Ross, and then for Milwaukee. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Mason in for Eric Bledsoe. Johnson's shot is off. Milwaukee in total control. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Johnson's got the ball. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
All the reach you need to throw it down there. Vucevic making it look easy.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Floats one. Tipped away. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Sterling Brown in for Pat Connaughton. Mason misses.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Awandu kicks to Clark. Clark, it feels like we're seeing more and more of this, but bench celebrations and reactions at both college and pro levels.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think it's a outgrowth of the social media platform.
You're right. I agree.
I think there's no question because anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media. So they understand that they could be seen beyond just the arena if they do something pretty clever.
And you and I are sitting over here watching it. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it, actually. But on occasion, it does get a little carried away.
Good on the 2nd free throw. Now Mason. Brown outside. Down low.
Hey, yo, Marvin.
Here's Lopez. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Mason against Frazier. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shots.
Pass to Mason. Mark the relationship between referees and players, reaching a fever pitch. What can be done to smooth those waters and mend those fences?
Well, I think first and foremost, players have to give. Both sides have to give in this equation, but I think it's incumbent upon the players to accept and respect the position of the officials, and the officials have to also be willing to engage in interacting well with the players. It's a two-way street, but I think most of that is on the players because they have to control how they respond to officials more than officials have to respond to the players.
And Orlando making a change here. Augustine's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. 1:27 left to play in the final quarter. To the right side. Clark kicks to a 1-2. 5 to shoot. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Lopez. They've shared the load offensively.
And, guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Williams finds Lopez. Back to Williams, and they pick up 2.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Milwaukee.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Pass to Augustine. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And, you know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lopez with the ball. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out in transition, trying to get defensive stops, and everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.